Hello, and welcome to the latest video of Biktah Sensei no Jugyo. Today I want to focus on something I'm doing with my second graders right now, and that's body parts. So since it's my second graders, I don't really focus on the head, shoulders, knees and toes, eyes, ears, mouth, and nose, because those are body parts that I taught during first grade. So I review those body parts with the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, and that kind of refreshes the kids' minds and it gets them set to start learning body parts. The body parts I focus on are, I call them the secondary body parts because these are the more difficult body parts. Like the primary ones are the ones that I consider the ones that we use for head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But for the secondary ones, the kids have more difficulty learning these because they're more like challenging words. So I have like a way of using gestures and chants and like actions to help the kids get really into like learning these new body parts. And then the fact that like I'm using these gestures makes it that much easier for the kids to learn it. So I kind of want to show you guys how I go about teaching the kids the secondary body parts. Also different activities I do with like the kids to get them to like really use the body parts and stuff. So usually for this lesson I split the lesson into two different lessons. So I have like the first part, which are more like the body parts, like the neck, the stomach, the arms, the elbows, the fingers, the legs, and the foot. I say foot because feet is kind of complicated, so I just stick with foot. And then the second lesson will concentrate on the secondary facial parts, which include the eyebrow, the cheek, the chin, the lips, the teeth, and the tongue. So to start off, since I usually do the first lesson with these, I'm going to show you what I do with the different actions. Naturally, I introduce each body part one at a time, and as I'm introducing each body part, I obviously have an action connected to it. So it'll be like neck, stomach, arm, arms, elbow, elbows, finger, fingers, leg, legs, foot. Like I said, I don't concentrate on feet just because that's too complicated. For the other parts, like as you can notice, I emphasize the fact that you add an S. So I don't necessarily teach that grammar point, but the kids pick up on it because they see me going arm, arms. So it's a good subtle way to basically introduce the S without actually having to teach it. So like I said, I introduce each one at a time. And as I'm introducing new ones, let's say like I'm introducing arm, by the time the kids understand the arm, I go back and I always repeat. So when I do elbow, I practice elbow, then I go back and repeat. By the time I do foot, I teach foot, and then I go back and repeat all of them. So by the end, when I've introduced all the body parts, I basically do all the actions put together. And it kind of goes in a rhythmic chant action kind of thing. And the kids really, really love it and they really get into it. These are the actions and the gestures. Neck, stomach, arm, arms, elbow, elbows, finger, fingers. Leg, legs. Foot. So I basically do it like 3 times where I link all the actions together and I just do it like 3 times non-stop. And once I've seen that the kids picked up on like the gestures and the names, I do one more round where I don't say anything, I just do the action, and I elicit the name of the body parts from the students. That's pretty much it. That's how I introduce these actions. Now I'm going to show you with the other actions. To start off, I obviously go through all the gestures again, so the kids remember it, and then I introduce new gestures, which are eyebrows, cheeks, chins, lips, teeth, and tongue. So these are very difficult words for the second years, especially, so it's really important to like add like kind of a rhythm to it, or like a chant or a gesture, like if possible, all of them put together, and that way it makes it that much fun and that much easier for the kids to like pick up on the new vocabulary. For these words, these are the actions I use. Eyebrow, eyebrows. Cheek, cheeks. Chin, lip, lips. Teeth, tongue. I basically put them all together, so I go like neck, stomach, arms, elbows, fingers, legs, foot, eyebrow, eyebrow, eyebrows. Cheek, cheek, cheeks. Chin, lip, lip, lips. Teeth, and tongue. So those are the actions that I pair with them. You just repeat it over and over again, and then the kids pick up on it, and it's pretty fun. And I get the kids to stand up and start moving around with me, and they really, really enjoy it, so it's really fun. So those are how I introduce these words to the kids, and they pretty much pick up on it without a problem. So I recommend that you use not just these gestures, but like any gestures that you're comfortable with, because it'll really, really help the kids remember these words. So now that I've demonstrated how I introduce these words to the kids, I'm going to show you different activities that you could do using these words. To start things off, the easiest activity you could do to pair these is to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but you change the words around. So instead of it being head, shoulders, knees, and toes, which the kids already know that, you start using the new body parts. So let's say for the first lesson, I would use neck, stomach, arms, and elbows. And since it's the first lesson, I haven't introduced the second facial features, I will keep eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. This is an example. I'm not going to do the whole song, I'm just going to teach you how it goes. So it's basically like neck, stomach, arms, elbows, neck, stomach, arms, elbows, and eyes, and ears, and mouth, and nose. Neck, stomach, arms, elbows. Once I introduce the second set of words, instead of the eyes, ears, mouth, and nose, I incorporate the new facial features. So I'll keep neck, stomach, arms, elbows, and then I'll introduce cheek, chin, teeth, and tongue. I tried different variations, and that seemed like the best combination, especially for eyebrow. It doesn't really fit with like the rhythm, like an eyebrow. So yeah, you could try different things, but that's just what works for me. So once I show the kids how to do it, we obviously go very, very slowly until they start picking up on it, and then by the end they could do it by themselves. So at the end, this is how it looks. Neck, stomach, arms, elbows. Neck, stomach, arms, elbows, and cheek, and chin, and teeth, and tongue. Neck, stomach, arms, elbows. And the kids really, really like that. And they enjoy it so much. So I recommend you do something like that. And it's always easy because most kids already know head, shoulders, knees, and toes. You just need flashcards or actions to represent the new words. The other activity, it's Simon Says. Pretty straightforward. Simon says, touch your head. Simon says, touch your shoulders, touch your knees. Please look at the link if you want to have an idea of how to introduce Simon Says to young kids. And then lastly, another activity I do is similar to Simon Says. It's mostly about listening and doing what I ask for. So instead of it being Simon Says, it's just touch your. So like touch your head, touch your shoulders, touch your knees, touch your toes. And you keep on incorporating the old body parts with the new body parts. So the way I do this is that I basically tell them that I'm going to give an action and they have to do it. Then I'm going to count down to 3 and then I'm going to do the action. If they're wrong, they have to sit down. If they're slow, if I do the action before they've done the action, then they have to sit down. So it's basically pretty easy. So I start off really, really slow, of course. So I'll be like, touch your head. 3, 2, 1. So whatever kid is touching a body part different from what I'm touching, they sit down. Or whatever kid hasn't touched their head, by the time I've touched my head, they sit down. So I also encourage for the kids that have sat down, that they're no longer playing, to participate and to do the actions while they're sitting down. That way, the kids that are sitting down are also interacting. And then, hopefully, you could do it a second time, or a third time even, and then the kids are practicing while they're sitting down, so they get better and better as you go on. I start off really slowly at first, but obviously I start picking up the speed. So it starts off as touch your head. 3, 2, 1. Touch your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. And I slowly start picking up the speed. Touch your stomach. 3, 2, 1. Touch your neck. 3, 2, 1. Touch your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Touch your teeth. 3, 2, 1. Touch your ears. 3, 2, 1. Touch your mouth. 3, 2, 1. touch your knees, 3, 2, 1, and you get the picture. So basically, I always make sure there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 kids remaining, and those are the kids I reward with stickers. But usually there's time still remaining, so I do it again, and the kids really enjoy it. So yeah, those are simple activities to do with your body parts. So hopefully that helps you guys introducing new body parts and the different activities you could do. Yeah, that's it for this video. I think I've covered quite a lot for one video. But yeah, hopefully you guys keep on watching my videos and stay tuned to future videos. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can keep updated to new videos as I upload them. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. See you and have a nice day. Bye.